20 to left echo, crossing at 4 left and runway left and center ground.
Southwest 820, 920 will cross 4 left and 8 left via echo and left and ground in the airway.
Flying 101, visual approach runway 4 left. Flying 101, hold down at 48 clear line 10501 feet. With the land, runway 4 right, Hawaiian 101.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Honolulu. I hope everyone's having a great Tuesday so far. We're kind of battling the elements again today. We have some wind and some rain. You can see in this shot here, it's been raining all morning. It just stopped a little bit ago. But we're still getting some light drizzle. So hopefully that does not affect us too much. As I'm patting the rain off the encoder and everything. So good morning, Rainbow Love. Thanks for being here. Andrew, Alan, Hazel. Oh, Jen's in the house early this morning. Hello, Ian. John, thanks for all for being here. Got all the cool kids in the house this morning. I'd like to start off thanking our good friend Keith Cornell. Says keep up the great work and has a 20-pound super chat. Thank you very much. That's extremely generous of you. Thank you very much. I hope you're doing well this morning. I hope the sun is just, I don't know, I'm confused with the hour. Do you guys change time now or do you guys change time later? I don't think it's the same time. We changed, the United States changed their daylight savings over the weekend. I don't think the UK does it at the same time, but either way, thank you very much. We have this Omni Air that is just pushed back. It was at the hard ramp when I got here, and it literally just pushed back. So we get its departure here in a few minutes. And I know I'm going to sound like a wimp, but I'm freezing. It is like 67 degrees out here right now with a good strong wind on my back. And it's a little damp, and I'm cold. I left my jacket in the other car. So I am freezing. End of March. Okay, thank you, Christine. So it'll be even more confusing for the next couple of weeks. What's good for me though is I don't change time out here in Hawaii. We don't. We think that daylight savings is the devil's tool, so we don't use it out here. So we stay the same time all year. We just let the sun figure it out.
We take Echo Kilo. Hawaii 101, Echo Cross 4 left and runway left. Echo Cross 4 left, 8 left over the ground, Hawaii 101. Tower top left.
I heard rumor that they were going to get rid of it, but then that never happened, so I don't know. Everybody seems to hate it. Everybody seems to want to get rid of it, but it never goes away. So the most annoying thing is you don't. A lot of people don't think, oh, it's out here in Hawaii and the time zone's not that different. I mean, it's what is it? 3 hours from LA and 4 hours from Dallas, or 5 hours from Dallas now. 6 hours from the East Coast. So we have my main job. Our corporate office is on the East Coast, and if you need something from somebody at corporate, you better get on it first thing in the morning, or else they're gone for the day, and it's worse on a Friday. Holy cow. Good morning, Ms. Wolves. How are you? So we have with the time change, some of these flight times are going to change as well. Some of these United are going to go out a little earlier. We have all the Uniteds that are supposed to go out, that usually go out around 8, or start going around 7, including Alaska 888 is a couple minutes before 7 now. That might have already left. I wasn't paying attention. I was setting up. So that little lull we had right at the beginning of the show is not going to happen anymore. We're going to get some bangers leaving right away. Hello, H. Dot. How are you? Yeah, we have we had an update yesterday to one of our main systems that's actually housed on some servers at our corporate office, and they decided to do it at end of day their time. Well, actually after end of day, they decided to do it at 8 o'clock their time. So it was middle of the day for us, and they just said, "Oh well, sorry." So I apologize for the wind noise this morning. It is very windy again here today. I don't know the exact miles per hour, but it's I would guess it's 12 to 15 with higher gusts. That's my guess. I don't believe I've ever seen this particular Omni Air flight before. It looks very beige. Good morning, Elise. Oh, that's cool, Joe. Well, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the kind words. I wish I would have paid more attention when I first moved here. I was so busy doing other stuff that I never made it really. It never made enough time to come out to the airport. I came down to watch some 747s leave, but I was so busy just trying to survive. I didn't have a lot of time. Back then it was very busy.
Y146, wind 05012, and you're at the pickup. Great, pickup line.
My good friend Lima Papa 23 is in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. That is extremely generous of you. Looks like Waters, Michael, Craig, Steve, and Lady Cat. Oh, hello, Lady Cat. Are the recipients of that, so please join me in thanking Lima Papa 23. Let's go Mets. I just realized the one thing I don't have is my tablet to figure out where things are going. I might have to step off. Can I reach it? I don't know if I can reach it. I might have to step off the truck to get it. So we'll... let me do that real quick because I don't want to screw stuff up. So give me 2 seconds to grab the tablet out of the truck.
Y146, correct, buddy. Y146, go, buddy.
Okay, we have the tablet now. All is right with the world, I think. Alright, so Omni Air is not on flight radar, so I have no idea where it's going. Oh my god, I'm freezing. I'm not expecting sympathy. I know, I understand. I'm not expecting sympathy. I'm just stating facts. I am freezing. So that Southwest, I believe, just came in. This one here should be a United, or is it that? No, that's the Southwest. That should be the United that's going out. That is heading off to SFO. No, I'm really bad at that, Brandon. I'm sorry. I apologize, Brandon. I'm sorry. I'll check. I promise I'll check after this show. Those Saturday shows really take it out of me. That's probably not a good excuse, but that's the one I'm going to go with. So our first departure coming at us will be heading off to Hilo. It's Aloha Air Cargo. That is this one right here. Most likely today it'll be about 9:45 local time, so about a little over 2.5 hours from now. These weekdays I have to get to my real job by about 10, so. Okay, I think the sun is up, but just barely. It hasn't crested the mountain yet over there. Let's see if I can show you something a little more interesting than that. Mars, I would love it if that could happen, but we're not we're not close to that yet. We're still a rather small YouTube channel, so not quite at Mr. Beast levels yet. So that United that we showed you a second ago is going to cross all the way down to the reef runway. So it'll be a departure on the reef runway here in just a minute. Good morning, Mark, Tony. Good to see you both here. We got Jane in the house. Hello, Jane. So we do have two A380s today. They'll be coming up later in the show, so we should get both of them in the show. Our next arrival is coming in from Auckland. It's a Dreamliner 9. It's Air New Zealand. Let's see if we can pick that up in the sky. There it is right there. Sorry about the wind shake. It's a little annoying. Oh, we have the, well, we're waiting for that to turn towards us. We do have the Colleen Barrett retro livery here. This is the Canyon Blue Southwest. That one is heading off to Vegas, so we won't see that one back today. Back to this. There we go. This is a better view. Oh, sorry to hear that, Oliver. I hate it when things just stop, like there's no reason for them. It just, oh, it just doesn't work today. Alright, so the next one in is coming in from Lehui. It's a 717 Hawaiian. I keep getting articles in my Google News feed about the 717. About how long Hawaiian's going to keep it and all this other stuff. And it's all just rehashed stuff from 5 years ago. Like, they don't even use, like, there's new quotes from the CEO of Hawaiian that they could use. And they don't use them. They just rehash the same article over and over. And they put in the entire history of the 717 to try to get you to scroll past all their ads. I'm sure it's like that with almost every article nowadays. A lot of the stuff in my newsfeed I read backwards. I scroll all the way to the end of the article and read the last paragraph, because that's usually the information you want. Oh, good morning, Ken. Good to see you. So we have another United heading down to the reef runway. That's this one here. That's the one heading off to LA with the extra X. That Colleen Barrett one snuck out down to the reef runway as well, so that'll be the next departure on the reef runway. We do have Alaska 888. Oh, its scheduled departure time is now 7, so that's good. Still see that one in the show. That is the new Seattle Kraken livery. Let's see if we can get a shot of that. That was this one right here. We'll see if we can get a shot of that a little better when it makes the turn at the end. If not, we'll see it when it departs. Hello, Reinhardt. Good to see you. Oh, thank you very much. 100 likes already. Wow. So in case you're not familiar with the Seattle Krakens, they're a NHL hockey team, so the National Hockey League hockey team. So the same league that has like the Maple Leafs and the Rangers and the Red Wings. That same league. If you're not familiar with North American hockey. Oh, Tanya, that's good. I hope he's had a great time in Japan. So let's see if we can get a better shot of this Seattle Kraken one down there. Alright, so we go from one special livery to another. We have the Colleen Barrett Canyon Blue one that's right about here. Oh, there it is right there. Clouds are really causing some shadows this morning, which is probably why I'm still so cold. I don't know where that Omni Air went to. Anybody know where that Omni Air went to? Did it go over to Hickam? It might have gone over to Hickam. Oh, what's that? There's something coming out of Hickam. Alright, so that United's on the move. We also have this one coming in here, so as soon as it gets a little farther down the runway, we will switch over to the United. This is Aloha Air Cargo. This one's coming in from Lehue. Oh, haha, there we go. This one's coming in from Lehue. How about that? So, So Alaska is coming out next. It's somewhere over here by now. Oh, there we go. That's what I did. Thank you. Boy, you guys missed it. I had a Tony Award-winning soliloquy that you guys just missed. I recited all of Macbeth. You guys would have been crying. It was so beautiful. Unfortunately, I had the mute button down, so oh well. It's off to the wind. So I'll give you green sea turtle, 842, orange sea turtle, 805. There's a queen coming in about half an hour. Yeah. No, Brandon, I only do one take, Brandon. I'm like Marlon. I'm like the great Hollywood actors. Only one take. No, we got a tail count and a 717 in the same shot. So we have two tails over there. That's a Coletta that came in at like 5 this morning, and looks like a UPS Queen. I didn't see a departure for the UPS Queen, but that's not that unusual for the flight radar listings. Sometimes they don't show up till a couple hours out.
Runway 4 right, clear to land.
That's the last one.
Baseball was on the road, Andrew, so I didn't get to go. They'll be back in Manoa this weekend, so we'll be back there. Actually, they're back there tonight. I think I mentioned. Oh, maybe I was muted when I said it. I don't know. It's a good possibility, but they're back in Manoa tonight against Chaminade, and then they'll be back. I believe it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. play UC Santa Barbara. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, I sorry, Tim, I didn't because I missed your question.
Coming 998, Honu Tower, company 6 mile final across your runway, wind 050 at 12, runway left, clear to land, hold to runway 4 left. All hands approved, please land to exit at
A left to land, hold short of 4 left, while I approve time for the exit at coming,
I'm trying to scroll back to see your question, Tim. It's definitely not a turboprop. I mean, it sounded like a turboprop. A bit. That's weird. I'll have to give it a good listen next time. I've never. It's never stuck out to me that it sounds like a turboprop, but I'll give it a good listen next time I hear one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. I gotta get out the rain cover. Sorry, it just started to drizzle really hard.
Affirmative, we got Julia 156.
156, we'll put a runway 8 left at Juliet, stop at short final.
Julia 8 left at Juliet, 156.
1922, heavy 1, company mid-field departure prior.
Roger, 1.
Engineering, roger, 6.
Sorry, we're getting a bit of heavy drizzle here. So I have to have the screens covered up with some plastic. So if I miss your question, I do apologize. Alright, so the next one in will be a Hawaiian, be a 330 coming in from Tokyo. We do have a couple of Hawaiians heading out on 8 left. The first one is going off to Maui, and I believe the second one should go off to Kona. That's the one of them is the one in this shot right here, along with that Cessna that is not on my flight radar. Let me see if the drizzle has stopped. I think it might have.
Flight 822 Heavy, turn left Delta, where are you parking?
Delta 1 for Flight 822.
Oh, Flight 822 Heavy, Roger, turn left here, then taxi to park to Delta 1, monitor on point 9.
Here to park and what's 1.9 for Flight 822 Heavy, good day.
Line 158, wind 060 already, runway 8 left, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, let's just take off line 158.
Alright, so the drizzle has stopped. That's good.
Right base, runway 8 left, Global Predator, runway 106, or 9, runway 4 right, settle in, long landing approved.
4 right to land, long landing, good.
So Jacob, the primary direction is the 8. That's because the primary wind direction is from the east northeast. They're called trade winds here. I'm sure they're called trade winds in a lot of places, but here they're called trade winds. So the primary northeast, that's probably 90% of the time. Maybe 85% of the time. So when you come out here, you're mostly going to see departures on 8 left, and arrivals on 8 left, and then departures on 8 right. Very few arrivals on 8 right. Occasionally, we do get the winds from the west, usually this time of year in the winter. And they'll switch it around and they'll do arrivals on 26 left and departures on 26 right. In this wind condition, they'll sometimes they'll do a lot of arrivals on 4 right, including some heavies. Most of that's in the early morning or the evening. The only thing I've never seen them do here is have a heavy takeoff on 8 right. I'm sorry, on 4 right. That's the only thing I've never seen them do. Everything else is kind of in play every once in a while. So our next arrival will be Aloha Air Cargo coming in from Hilo. Behind that we'll have that 777. So our good friend Jane Chu has gifted 1 reverse ops membership. Thank you very much. It's very generous of you. Looks like the recipient of that is D. Lou. So please join me in thanking Jane for that gifted membership. Thanks again, Jane. If you're talking about a specific one, I'd have to give that a little bit of thought. But the ones I miss are back when, a couple years ago, they had 8 left closed for a long time, like 9 months or something like that. It was maybe even longer than that. It was closed for a long time. So they had a lot of, every flight, every plane out was either on the 4s or on 8 right out there. So 8 left was closed forever. And so everything went out there. So either everything was coming in on 4 right or going out on 8 right. So you saw everything super close up all the time. And they used to bring the A380s in on 4 right. And there's a, down here, these buildings here, as you go down Lagoon Drive, there's these streets that are parallel or perpendicular to Lagoon Drive that you take you down close to the fence, and there's a couple of places you can sneak down there and get a super close to the touchdowns on 4 right. And seeing those A380s touch down and they're, I don't know, 400 feet from you, it was awesome. I don't think they've brought the supers in on 4 right since they've opened up 8 left again. Not that not that I've seen anyway. Brr. But it's almost, it's kind of the same feeling as when you watch those supers go over your head at Myrtle Avenue in Heathrow. You're so close, you can't believe it. It's awesome. They still bring some heavies in there occasionally, like I said, especially closer to nighttime. Thank you very much, Keith Ashita. Keith has dropped a $4 super sticker. Looks like is that a pair drinking a cup of coffee? I think so. Thank you very much, Keith. I really appreciate it. this is FedEx. I believe it was coming in from Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to hold short there for us. Nice, right in the sun. Look at that. Thank you very much. And thank you again, Keith. I really appreciate it.
Could you just contact your crew just to make sure it's open and available? I just don't want to block that intersection if it's not. Instead of 1413 heavy, yeah, we'll call something.
They're going to hold short of 4 left over here somewhere because they're not sure if they have enough parking. Right, you gotta be kidding me. No way. Oh, come on. That's not very nice. I really think ATC is punking me. Every time I'm up here, they send the FedEx, the UPS down there, and every time I'm down there, they send them up here. So I was thinking, so I was thinking about Mark Morgan's question earlier. Alright, so I was thinking about this, and I've told this story on the show before, but I understand new viewers all the time, so I'll tell it again. My favorite departure of all time was I was actually on the plane. I was leaving LAX on the south runways, and we were going in normal wind conditions, so we were flying out over the water. I was on the right side of the plane on the window. It was an American 321. We're heading back to Honolulu. And as we taxied down, it was a late flight, like, I don't remember the exact time, but it was late in the afternoon, just before sunset. So that'll play a part here in a second. So it was just before sunset as we started to taxi out. We taxied all the way down to the end, and we turned right at the end of the runway, and we were hold short there. And as I'm looking out the window down the runway, I'm watching the sunset over the ocean. Well, over the horizon, over the end of the runway there, the hill, whatever they call that hill at the end of the runway. And then we pull out onto the runway, and they held us for just a couple minutes. And then we take off, and as we get out over the ocean, we make a left turn. And so we make a left turn heading south, and I'm looking out the window again, and because we're further west and much higher, I can see the sun again. And then as we're going south, I got to watch the sun set a second time. So I watched 2 sunsets on the same day. That's probably my most memorable departure. I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Honolulu Tower, helicopter 903 Kilo Charlie, ready, south ramp, air service, ready, Red Hill 2. Hold on to Southland, 903 Kilo Charlie.
Air 8687, wind 050 at 9 runway 4 and a Foxtrot, clear for takeoff.
Line 121. Sorry, 125. Forward.
Line 125, Military, wind 060 at 9 runway 4 right, clear to land.
4 right, clear for that line.
UPS 32 heavy, turn left Romeo 5, taxi via Romeo, hold for the Romeo takeoff.
Left Romeo 5, left Romeo, hold for Romeo, Tango, UPS,
Alright, we just saw one of the largest FedEx plane, and now we're gonna see what I've gotta believe is the smallest FedEx plane.
Tower, Blue 36, Corey, show line 6.
Blue 36, Line Tower, hold.
Holding Blue 36.
Helicopter 903, Kilo Charlie, traffic up at the first end of 4 right, the caravan. They'll be turning southeastbound. Wind 06, wind 050 at 9 clear ball runway, departing South Branch at your own risk. Blue helicopter will also be turning west.
So that's Super Cargo Master heading off to Lahaina. Lahaina is on Maui. It's west Maui.
All clear for runways, we'll be looking for Kilo Charlie, Blue 6.
Yeah, Keith, I think there's one. I think it's a C5 sitting down there. So being blocked by a Aloha Air Cargo right now. So that should be a C-17 right there.
Hawaiian 864, visual 8 left.
I'm sorry, I missed the last call. Thanks, Jacob.
Hawaiian 864, visual 8 left.
Line 864 heavy, Honolulu, Tower 50, wind 06 or 11.16, traffic holding position, caution runway, leave left, clear to land.
Feedback, clear land. Hawaiian 864 heavy.
Air for 977, Honolulu, Tower, runway 4 at a Foxtrot, line up and wait. Foxtrot, line up and wait, okay, 9 Delta. Line 125, turn left 2 loads, cross runway 4 left and 8 left, taxi departing via
Oh, the sun has finally broken over the clouds, and now it's starting to get a little bit warmer. Oh. So the next one in will be a Hawaiian coming in from Tokyo. And then the first ANA A380 of the day, it looks like it's about 20 miles off the coast. So it'll be here in 10 minutes, or less than 10 minutes by now. Okay, now the sun has gone back behind the clouds. No! Oh, super jealous, Mark. I was out in that neck of the woods last year, but they weren't there while I was there. They were there before I was there, and they were there after I was there. Alright, so before the A380 gets here, I'm going to step off the truck for half a second. Be right back. So we're about just a couple minutes away from the Super. Actually, I had to. You guys are gonna make fun of me. I know it. I'm not gonna say it. You guys will make fun of me. Can't say it. That's Aloha Air Cargo heading off to Hilo. Alright. Thanks, everyone. Oh, jeez. Oh. Hold on. By the time I get the umbrella up, fucking everything will stop. Get up, fucking umbrella. Sorry, it just started pouring. I gotta. Where's the Super? Okay. I gotta put up. Okay. Yeah, maybe I can keep everything under the umbrella. Holy cow. Can you guys see this? We got a Super landing under a Super Ringo. We're getting these big bands of rain. That's why the Super is kind of obscured. There's a band of rain between me and the Super. Sorry about that. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep everything dry. Can't afford to lose any equipment. Alright, I'm gonna switch to the other camera real quick because I gotta dry off the main camera because it's a little wet. Oops, not that one, this one. Give me a second to dry off some of the equipment. Alright, I think everything's dry. Not the wind will dry it out here soon. Alright, so we have a Hawaiian and a Delta heading down to the Reef runway. The Delta is heading off to LA with the Extra X. The Hawaiian is heading off to Hilo. We also have a Southwest coming in from Lehue. That'll be our next arrival on 8 left. Ah, hello Josh, good to see you. So this is Hawaiian 6 heavy. This is going off to Vegas. Getting freaking rain again. Jeez. So next one in will be Japan Air. It's coming in from Nagoya. Still about 2 minutes out. Oh. Hello, David. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hello, Rebecca. If you're listening as well. But our good friend David Zeitzen is coming with 5 gifted memberships. So Jordan, Mr. Woody, Eric, Arzinski, and SA78247. So please join me in thanking David for his very generous gift. Oh, this is a monster crane. Look at this thing here. Jeez. That is a monster crane. Thank you very much, David. I really appreciate it. Welcome all the new members. Our friend Hans has been with us for 10 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. Says Hawaiian Boeing 787 Dreamliner, thumbs up. I happen to agree. I wish it was a little cheaper to fly, but I agree with how it looks. I've not yet flown on that one yet. Thanks again, Hans. Thanks for being a member for so long. Alright, so the next one out should be a Hawaiian on this side, heading off to Kailua Kona. We do have Hawaiian Flight 6 and Southwest 48 and 49 heading to San Diego out on the reef runway. There should be the next 2 on the reef runway. The next one out should be this one here. Hello, Ron. Good to see you this morning. Hello, Delta Box. good friend, oops, that's not what I want to do. There we go. Our good friend David is back again with a $20 super chat. Thank you very much for your support, David. And I tell you, if you get a condo in Waikiki, you can watch these planes go right by your window every day. Oh, this is an interesting one. Look at this. A friend of mine sent me a picture of this yesterday. This is Mokulele Airlines, but it's all black. I've never seen an all black livery. So we got a little Air New Zealand copy here. I've never seen this one before. Ooh, wind is killing me. But thanks again, David. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all your support. Next one out on the reef runway is Southwest heading off to San Jose. Let's do a turtle check here. The second A380 is about halfway between the islands. Jeez. Patience, people, patience. People in such a hurry driving around here. The second A380 is about halfway between the island of Kauai and the island of Oahu, so it's maybe 15 minutes away or so. As I mentioned earlier, that's the sea green livery flying Honu. We saw the orange one. It's kind of tucked behind this Hawaiian one earlier today. So I just realized that I have not introduced myself today. We got a lot of new people in the crowd, so. So my name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation and procrastination channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport. That's the airport we're at right now. It is located 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu on the south shore of the island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaiian archipelago. It stretches about 900 miles in front of me. And we're getting some rain again. Hold on, we're getting some rain again. Sorry about that. We're getting a little bit more drizzly rain. Trying to keep the equipment dry. Sorry, I can't see the chat right now. I got a cover over all the equipment, so give me a few minutes and I'll scroll back up and check the chat. So we're not missing anything right now other than a 717, so we're still waiting on the A380. I think my shorts are completely soaking wet now, though. That lovely sound you're hearing is the tarp that's over my equipment blowing in the wind. Alright, so the rain has stopped again. Let me give it a second to dry some stuff off.
6 Kilo Charlie, cross all the runway 6, just southbound Lagos Beach over, wind 050, we'll find it to east of all runways, southbound Bunker, helicopter 6 Kilo Charlie. Cross the runway is go direct. South runway is go direct, landing at south ramp Bunker, helicopter 6 Kilo Charlie.
Okay, we get everything dried off. I think we're almost in time for the A380. It should be, it's still a little ways off the coast. That's good. Our good friend Louis DeHaan celebrating 10 months to 717 level. Thank you very much, Louis. Says time flies when you're having none. Yeah, totally agree. Alright, so the next one in, it looks like it's going to be the Singapore. That'll be the Singapore Airlines slash DHL. So I think Mark was asking about has anyone met a famous celebrity? I have a pretty good. Ooh, look at the rain over here. Yeah. Ugh. Yuck. Yuck. I used to have a pretty good run of luck meeting like B-list celebrities. Like I ran into literally, like not just figuratively, I literally ran into Corey Feldman once, bumped right in the shoulder with him. I met Vanilla Ice at a Lego store. He wasn't doing an appearance, he was buying Legos for somebody. I just happened to be there with my nephew. I heard him talking behind my back, and I was like, not behind, I heard him talking behind me, and I was like, oh, that sounds just like Vanilla Ice, and I turned around, and it was Vanilla Ice. And then I thought to myself, how do I know what Vanilla Ice sounds like? I met Stan Lee at LAX. Being here on Hawaii, I've met a lot of the cast members from Lost. I met Zac Efron once. He was here shooting a movie. Isn't his brother an RAF pilot, Mark? I think that's why he was doing that thing. I think his brother's an RAF pilot, or used to be. And I seem to remember his call sign being OB2. I've met some people from the original one, not the new one. A bunch of years ago, they did an event up at Turtle Bay when they launched their helicopter tour service. They used the same type of helicopter that was on Magnum PI for their helicopter tour. And they actually petitioned the FAA to get the correct tail number, so they have their correct tail number on theirs. But they had Roger E. Mosley and Larry Manetti out, the two guys who played TC and what's his name? TC and the bar owner. I can remember his real name, but I can't remember his show name. But they had those two out. for the thing, and I got invited to that. Oh, thanks, Ian. So the A380, the second A380 of the day will be next. I can just, it looks like it just turned on its lights, so we'll flip over and get that here in just a second. Rick. His name was Rick on the show. Alright, let's go see if we can find a turtle. Let's do this. Go up from here. Should see a turtle. There it is. Well, Trevor, you just got to figure out a good connection. Like, the one time I flew on the A380, I was going to London, so I went through Dallas to get on the British A380. I had to call American and get that because there's such a long. It was like a 14-hour layover to get that flight. Maybe not that long. It wasn't. Yeah, it was a long. It was a long layover. Maybe 12 hours. Maybe it was 7 in the morning till 7 at night to get that. I had to take that layover at DFW just to get on that. So they didn't even advertise it on their website because the layover was so long. So I actually had to call and get the reservation agent to get me on that flight. If you just come out here, you can get on that one and head to Tokyo. My sister was looking at going to Japan. She lives in Texas, and we were doing some flight calculations for her. It was actually almost $600 cheaper for her to fly American to here, and then on a separate ticket fly ANA to Tokyo. So we're still waiting to see if she does that. She'll be doing that in the summer. Oh, hello, Sydney. We were just trying to figure out what a bird was, and I'm glad you showed up. Now he's gone. I don't know where he is. The good thing about it raining and getting all my stuff wet is all the screens are nice and clean now because I had to wipe them down. And no fingerprints. Alright, so that C-17 is going to be probably next. I didn't see anything coming in, go out in front of it. Have to keep an eye on it. Flip over to the ever reliable ADBS exchange.
Hawaiian 450 Heavy Hotel Tower with 06010 runway left to left. Landing at Hawaiian 450.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was, I forget exactly what it was, flying American from DFW to, but just in coach, it was just ridiculous. It was like, I want to say it was like $3,000. Alright, so that C-17 is at the end of the runway. Should be going any minute now. I'm not holding out hope for fighters today, this morning anyway. Last week, if you tuned into my shows last week, you'll know that they flew at night last week as a wonderful surprise to us. So they did night ops last week. So if they continue that this week, they will not fly in the mornings. We won't see them in the morning. They'll fly in the afternoon. Unfortunately, this week I can't do afternoon shows. So I didn't hear them yesterday. So I'll keep an ear out tonight and see if I hear them. Of course, I might be at the baseball game, so it'll be a little harder to hear. Oh, thanks, Telly. Alright, so the C-17 is on the roll. So we'll pan away from this Aloha air cargo for a second. The second A380 still hasn't made it to a gate yet. Still sitting over there with its hiney towards us. I haven't said that word in decades. Holy cow, where did I get that? Alright, so the next one coming in on this side is a Hawaiian that's coming in from Osaka. It's just now crossing over the channel between here and Iroquois Point. A380 is just now turning into the gate. Alright, so we have a Southwest out on the reef runway that's heading off to Oakland. That Hawaiian that just cut through the back of this shot is heading off to Kailua Kona. It's also going out to the reef runway. Next arrival on this runway will be coming in from Auckland. It is the Moana 2 sticker livery A330 from Hawaiian. So that's not this one, it'll be the next Hawaiian that comes in, it'll be that Moana 2. This is the Moana 2 livery one. We'll get a good shot of it when it turns to its left.
Hawaiian 188, we're going to right, line up there and wait. Hawaiian 193, hold that crossway, that's it.
Thanks for being here, I appreciate it. Alright, we'll see if we can get a good shot of the Moana on the side. The larger planes have Moana and Maui on the side. Oh, pardon me, I'm yawning. Is picking up. Sorry about the shaky shot. The wind is getting really crazy. Next arrival is a Delta. It's coming in from Tokyo as well. So there it is right there. Sorry, Sydney. It's. I thought I got better sleep last night, but apparently I did not. And I've already been up. It's only 9 o'clock, and I've already been up for 4 hours. So. And I just can't stop. So I want to take a second to do some shameless self-promotion. So there's a bunch of ways to support the channel. The easiest way is just to hit that like button. We have over 300 of you have done that already today, so thank you very much. You can also share the stream or subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. Wait, I'm supposed to say, wait, how do you say smash? I forget. Smash something. Smash something. Either you're supposed to smash the like or smash the subscribe. I don't remember which one it is. But those are nice free ways to support the channel. If you'd like to go that next step further and financially support the channel, there's a bunch of ways you can help with that too. There's a join button somewhere near that subscribe button. If you're on an iOS device, you might have to open up in Safari. There's 4 levels of membership, starting at just $1.99 a month, all the way up to the 787 level. It has a discount at the merch shop. So each level has different things, and the highest level has a discount at the merch shop. Our merch shop is reverseopshop.com. This is a sampling of things you can find there. This is not everything. There's a whole bunch of stuff there, all created by me, so I'm really proud of it all. T-shirts, hats, hoodies, mugs. There's also stickers, magnets, all kinds of stuff. My favorite 2 shirts are right there in the center. The I'm just here for the Pop-Tart shirt. And the 4 is greater than 2 and 3 is greater than 4 shirt. That roughly translates into a quad jet is greater than a twin jet, and a tri-jet is greater than a quad jet. So, a little reverse ops math. Again, you can find that at reverseopsshop.com. I don't see it, but I will take a look, Ian. So that's reverseopsshop.com. There's also a PayPal link somewhere in the description, things like that. There's a bunch of ways to help, but if all that is too much and you're scrambling for a pencil to write all that stuff down, I made it really easy for you. If you just go to reverseops.com/findme. Again, that's reverseops.com/findme. You'll see all that information and more. Links to my socials, where you'll find the schedules for the next few shows. So, very centralized location. reverseops.com/findme. All right, well, thank you very much. I appreciate all your support. And even if you're just lurking and you're just being here, that's cool too. Thank you very much. This is Japan Air. It's a Dreamliner coming in from Tokyo. Yeah, all I see down there is the fire trucks having a little fun. They were dousing something with water out of that thing, but they just stopped. I don't see the tanker. Is it past the trees? Did I miss it? There she is. There's something anyway. Oh no, that's a C-17 coming out. Is that a C-17? My screen is really tiny. I'm trying to bear with me here. Looks like there's a C-17 down there, a 130 and a 135, all down there somewhere. Our good friend Keith is upgraded. Oh, there we go. Wait, there it is. It snuck out past me. There it is. Our good friend Keith has upgraded his membership to the 321 mainland traveler level. Thank you very much, Keith. You'll be going out on the 321 to exotic destinations like Long Beach and Oakland. The seats in economy recline on this one, so you'll be in comfort all the way. And someone will be by with your POG drink soon. Thank you very much, Keith. There was that one. I hope this wind isn't bugging you guys as much as it's bugging me. It's driving me crazy this morning. Thanks, Ian. Ah, the Omni is back on. Okay. Looks like we got a parade coming out of Hickam. Hey, Perth Mark, good to see you. Oh, I got the caffeine going. And this is for First Ops DFWR. That's awesome. Thank you very much. So, let's see. This looks like the Omni. There's the Omni. Alright, so the next one in, though, that all these are going to wait for is a United triple. Should be right about there. Alright, so we're going to pull away from this as soon as I see the KC-135, which should be fairly soon. There's the KC-135. Hi, the C-17 is already down to the end of the runway. It is in a hurry to get out of here, so it'll be next. We should have Omni, and then somewhere behind this one should be that C-130. There it is, KC-130. I might have to put the. I'm gonna have to put the baggie up again. Getting drenched again. So I apologize for the noise of the baggie, but protecting the equipment. Ah, Keith, there's a 321 for you. We have a Queen pushed back as well. A UPS Queen just pushed back. That Omni Air should be going next, then we should have the 130. We're still getting a little worried about the weather behind me, but I think we'll be okay for another 10 minutes or so. This wind is extremely strong this morning. See the winds beanstalk here is starched out. So it's kind of unpredictable how quick that rain's going to get here. So hopefully I didn't miss anything in the chat. I think I might have missed something. Let's see. Ah, we did. Missed two things. So thank you very much, Rainbow Love. Rainbow Love has been with us. It says new member. I don't understand why it says new member, but you've been here for 13 months, so how is that possible? I don't know. But thank you very much. Thanks for all you do for the channel. And we have O'Malley's 10 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much. Alright, Omni should have just got its clearance to go. We do have another Hawaiian coming in, so we'll flip over and get that while we wait for the Omni to start moving. Oh, I missed that one, Keith. That's cool. I like it when you see the Hickam ones in other parts of the world. One of the Hickam ones, one of the Hickam C-17s made it all the way over to the UK last year when the 22s were at Lakenheath. So last year, one of the Hawaii C-17s was the most tracked plane on flight radar one day because it was taking part in a air show in Australia. Why aren't you? There we go. So we have Air New Zealand is already pushed back and on the way. It's a rather low rainbow. Look at that. Getting a lot of rainbows today with all this rain. C-130 should be next. KC-130 should be next. There's something behind it, but I don't know what it is. Might be that other C-17 that Ian was talking about. Was it Ian? I think it was Ian. No, none of the 22s were not from here. But they brought a bunch of support vehicles with them, support aircraft with them, tankers and C-17s. So one of the C-17s was from here. I think the 22s were from Alaska, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, sorry, I had to put up the rain stuff again, so I'm a little distance from my microphone. So just bear with me. We'll see if we can ride this out till the 747 departs.
Give me a second. I just have to make sure everything is okay with all the rain. I'll come back. I'll be back before the 747 departs.
I think everything, I hope everything survived the rain. We're still on the air, so that's good. Yes, we're up. I need to make an this is the other encoder. I don't have an overtime graphic for it yet, so we'll just have to pretend it's up there. I think I see a C-37A down there. So I think we're going to make the 747 the last plane of the day, because I think I'm going to be okay for rain for the next 20 minutes, but I really have to get to work either way. So we're going to make the 747 our last plane of the day. Oh, that rainbow's crazy, isn't it? Look at that. Thanks, Telly. Alright, so I don't see anything in front of the 747, so it probably will be next. Like I said, if the if the F-22s are gonna go out again tonight, like they did last week, they probably won't come out this morning. So that's probably why we're not gonna haven't seen them yet. I would doubt we're gonna miss them. I might have, Keith, but I meant to say C-37. So the UPS has got its clearance to land, to take off. So we'll see that here in just a second. A second one is just pushed back. I wish I could stay for the next 7-4, but I really got to get going. I got to be at work by 10, and it is now 10:15, so I got to get moving. Thanks again, everyone. I really appreciate you being here, sticking with me through the rain this morning. It's been a little bit of a challenge, but we fought through it. We won. Really appreciate everyone being here. Have a little likes on the stream, the new members, the super chats, the new member gifted memberships. Thank you all. Really, really does help the channel keep going. Just trying to keep the channel in the black, as they say, so every little bit helps. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to thank most of all my mods: Kirsten, Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Brad, Josh, and O'Malley. I really couldn't do this without you guys. You guys keep me in line, keep the chat happy and friendly, so thank you all for all that you do. I will see you back here on Thursday morning. Hopefully it'll have a little better weather and at least as many queens. Alright, I had a really good time today. What do you say we try it again sometime? Alright. Aloha, everyone.